In inquiry test, the number of consumers will be produced by an advertising copy or the media recall test. So this is about like the recognition as well as the test of a memory of the respondents. Advertising effectiveness measures how well a market or an advertising campaign did and how well it meet the company's goals. Dummy magazine or portfolio tests are being conducted mainly for the print media. Hello students, how are you all? I hope you are doing good. I welcome you to the advertising and media management session. So in today's session, we are going to talk about Unit 5. So before I start with the topics, let me give my brief introduction. I'm Vaishnavi, Faculty of Commerce from Vidyashram First Grade College, Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. So we'll start with the topics today. We are going to talk about measuring the effectiveness of ad campaigns, then pre and post testing methods, and importance of advertising agency. So we're going to talk about the introduction of advertising agencies and what is the importance of advertising agencies for the development of the economy as well as for the development of in the perspective of a manufacturer or producer. So starting measuring the effectiveness. So usually as a marketer, the person is going to execute the campaigns that they want to achieve for a period of time. Like say for example, if the marketer wants to achieve some awareness objective, so the awareness related campaigns will be executed there. So depending upon the objective, whether it might be short term objective or long term objective, so the campaigns will be executed. So after that, we are supposed to analyze what is the results. Okay, so how the target audiences have been expecting, what is the changes in their behavior, whether their taste and preferences have been changed or not. So all these are important to analyze the effectiveness of the campaign on the mindsets of the target audiences or consumers. So that is the reason why we need to measure, analyze the results, what we are going to get after the execution of the campaign. So we'll see with the meaning first. So the advertising is a major source of revenue for businesses. Advertising effectiveness measures how well a market or an advertising campaign did and how well it meet the company's goals. So as I've told, we are going to analyze how the campaigns are being effective, aligning to the company's goals and objectives. So it is very important if the company wants to get a good return on investment. So it is an important step or an important strategy that needs to be applied by the marketers in order to get a good return on investments on the ads. An effective advertising campaign can increase sales, attract new customers, and enhance brand perception. So an effective campaign will always gives the positive results to the brand in the sense of increasing in the sales, raising the awareness, increasing the brand image, or increasing the product image in the mindsets of the people. Measuring ad effectiveness allows you to understand the impact and reach of your campaign, allowing you to determine the ideal amount of exposure and what is not working with your advertising strategies. So why it is important to analyze here, because you can understand what is working and what is not working, and you can develop the campaigns based on the previous campaign executions what you have made. So you can analyze that which kind of strategies are working for your target audiences and which are not working. So that is the reason why it is important to analyze the effectiveness of the campaign. So moving further, we'll try to understand what are the testing methods that we have got. So we have got pre-testing methods. Under that, first is checklist test. Okay, so the name itself, we can understand it as a kind of a checkbox or checklist. What we tick it once we have reached that objective or once we have reached that goal. So we'll say what is a checklist test is about. It is a test of a list of good qualities of possessed by an effective advertisements. So it is a list of the good qualities that needs to be possessed for a good advertisement campaign. So a typical checklist provides rating scale or basis for ranking the ads in terms of characteristics. So what are the characteristics we have got? So honesty, attention, readability, reliability, convincing ability, selling ability, and so on. So what are the important characteristics that need to be considered as a good ad campaign? So what these are: readability, reachability of the ad, and how the target audiences are been reacting to the ad, honesty, and we can also understand the reliability of the ad campaign, so that you can understand how effectively the ad has been reached to the target audiences. So checklist is about like, so when you do the campaign, so it is important to finalize whether all these kinds of important features of an ad campaign are being reaching or not. Next is opinion test. So the name itself you can understand, interviewing the opinion of the target audiences or the customers who have seen the ad. So we'll see what is opinion test is. It is a test or consumer jury test is one that obtains the preference of a sample group of typical prospective consumers of the product or the service for an ad or part of it. So the interview will be taken regarding the headlines, themes, illustrations, slogans by the direct comparison. So it will be given a kind of interview method regarding the opinion of the theme, slogans or headlines that are being implemented by the competitors as well as the current manufacturer, so that you can compare with the opinions of the customers. So next type of method is dummy magazine and portfolio test. So we'll see what is the meaning of it. So dummy magazine are used to pre-test the ads under the conditions of approximation resembling normal exposure. A dummy magazine contains standard editorial material, control ads that have been already tested, and the ads needs to be tested. The sample households receive these magazines and the interviews are conducted to determine the recall scores. Dummy magazine or portfolio tests are being conducted mainly for the print media. So wherein a group of magazines will be selected and a kind of slots will be selected, and a dummy magazine will be printed and it will be distributed to the respondents of the households. Okay, so wherein the respondents will be looking into the ads and later on a small interview test will be conducted to recall the ads that what they have seen inside the magazine. So these kinds of tests will be important because they can analyze which kind of ads are been working and which kind of ads are not been working, and they can also understand what are the slots or what are the measurement kind of ads that are been gaining more attraction while comparing to the competitor ads. So this is called a dummy magazine or portfolio test. Next test we have got is inquiry test. So it involves running 2 or more ads in a limited scale to determine which is most effective in terms of maximum inquiries for the offers being made. This inquiry tests are used exclusively to test copy appeals, copies, illustrations and other components. So any of these elements may be checked. The point that is to be checked is changed and all other components are unaltered to get the score. So inquiry test, these kinds of tests will be mainly used to analyze the copies, headlines, the illustrations of the ad, how the ad has been working onto the target audiences or to the larger extent of the people. An inquiry or a kind of small interview will be conducted between the respondents and the marketer to analyze the different type of copies that are being published and being distributed, which kind of ad copy is getting more effective while comparing to the other. So that kind of testing will be called as the inquiry tests. Next is mechanical tests. So these mechanical tests are objective in nature, unlike the one that we have already discussed. These explains to provide good measures as to how respondents' eyes and emotions reach a given advertisement. So this is a kind of emotional interview that has been conducted by the marketers to analyze the way and how the respondents are been taking on the ad, or how they are been taking on the different type of ads that are been published in the magazine or in TVs or in newspapers, etc. So it is about providing the respondents the eyes and emotional reach regarding the ads that they have seen. So those are the pre-testing methods. So next we'll analyze what is the concurrent methods. So and that first is coincidental surveys. So this is called a coincidental survey because it is a telephone method whereby a sample of households is selected. Calls are made during the time program broadcast. The respondents are asked whether their radio or television is on, and if so, to what station or program it has been tuned. So these kinds of testing methods will be conducted to analyze the percentage of people are been tuning into which kind of program or broadcast channel in televisions. So they'll call the selected household people, and questions will be asked like what is the channel that they have currently tuned into and what kind of programs they are watching in. So this can analyze the percentage of people who are being involved in those kinds of programs, and the demographic features of the respondents also will be recorded so that the data can be utilized for further telecasting of the ads. Next method is consumer diaries. So this is involving where the diaries will be distributed to the consumers and will be encouraged to take down the points or the important elements what they see in the ads. Then later on the diaries will be taken back and will be analyzed. What are the kind of pain points or interesting points what they have noted down in the ads that they have seen. So these kinds of ad method will be analyzed so that they can understand what is the emotional quotient of the people who are watching the ads, and they can analyze the intelligent quotient and what kind of colors, head copies or headlines needs to be analyzed so that they can attract the larger extent of the people. So that is called the consumer diaries. Next is mechanical devices. So devices used to measure the differences concurrently and more common to broadcast the media. So what are the machines that are being used? So first is audiometers, then psychogalvanometers, then tachyoscopes and truck electronic units. So kind of mechanical devices will be used to analyze the psychological and emotional quotients of the respondents while watching the ad. So that is called the mechanical devices. So next is traffic counts. So these kinds of traffic counts method will be mostly applicable to the outdoor media. So that is called billboard advertisements. So wherein the dedicated person will be allotted to analyze how many people have looked into the ad during a busy street or on a busy road. So so that you can analyze like what is the wavelength of the people, where can all the respondents can see, and whether they are being attracted towards the ad or not. So that is called a traffic count. So next is post-testing method. So under that first is inquiry tests. So it is controlled experiment conducted in the field. So in inquiry tests, the number of consumers will be produced by an advertising copy or the medium is considered as to measure of its communication effectiveness. So the first kind of post-testing method is what? They are going to analyze the communication effectiveness of the ads to the group of respondents. So therefore, the number of inquiries is a test of effectiveness which can be produced only when the ad copy or the medium succeeds in attracting the and retaining the reader's views or attention. So when can these kinds of tests will be implemented? When the ad copies or the audio kind of ads that are being produced by the marketers have been successfully gain the attention of the in the mindsets of the consumers. So during that time only inquiry test can be conducted. So it is about like the effective analyzing the effectiveness of the communication skills or communications on the mindsets of the respondents or the target audiences. Next is split run test. So it is a test or a technique that makes possible testing of 2 or more ads in the same position or publication issued with a guarantee of each ad reaching a comparable group of readers. So like this is a kind of like A/B testing you can call. So 2 types of ads will be produced and will be telecasted or will be published to the vary of different type of groups of readers or to the viewers, and analyzing the results based on what kind of ad is been effective on which type of the audiences. So this will be called as the split run tests. So next type under the post testing method is recognition test. So it is a type of a test that has been conducted on the respondents regarding the memory of the respondents, how they are going to recall the ads or recognize the ads based on the color or based on the voice or based on the music what that are being telecasted or published during the ad. Okay, so it is about like having the memory of the respondents. So it attempts to measure the ad effectiveness by determining the number of respondents who have read the ads before. So it is about how many percentage of people have seen the ad or read the ad based on the color, like I have told, based on the color or based on the font size or based on the music or voices or kind of jingles what they use inside the ad to attract the customers. So this is called recognition test. Next type of test is called recall test. So this is about like the recognition as well as the test of a memory of the respondents. So recalling the ad or testing the memory of the respondents will be conducted, wherein the respondents will be asked questions regarding the similar to the recognition test. So how much percentage of them are remembering those kinds of ads will be tested during these kinds of tests. So that is called recall tests. So next is sales test. So this is a kind of basic test that will be conducted by all the kind of marketers, like how much percentage of the sales have been increased after the campaign has been executed. So what kind of ads are being more effective and which kind of ads are getting the more number of sales to the manufacturers. So that will be analyzed in the sales test. So these are the pre and post testing methods. So by using these kinds of methods or testing methods, so you can analyze the effectiveness of the ad in the minds of the target audiences. So next is about advertising agencies. So we'll see the definition given by the American Association of Advertising Agencies. So they have defined ad agencies as independent business organizations composed of creative and business people who develop and prepare and place advertising media for sellers for their goods and services. It is a kind of an independent organization or independent firm that is being developed for the service of placing the advertisements from the sellers or from the persons who are being doing the producing the goods or providing the services to the target audiences. So that is called ad agencies. So what is the role of advertising agencies? First one is market research. So market research is an important role here because so as the advertising people are being involved in that particular industry for a longer period of time, they will be having an experience of different industries, which is working, which is not working, what are the trend sectors in that particular industry. Everything will be analyzed. They can analyze what are the type of customers that are there, taste, preferences, consumer behaviors of the customers will be analyzed, and all these will be analyzed with the help of the ad agency. So overall market insight will be analyzed by the ad agency. So that is why it is an important role that are being played by the ad agencies. Next is about strategy development. So strategy development is also an important role that has been played by the ad agencies because so they will be having the expertise, knowledge about the audiences, that is the target audiences. So they will be knowing their age demographics, like all the place and taste and preferences, consumer behaviors of the target audiences will be analyzed. So a proper strategy will be implemented based on the objectives that the manufacturers or the producers wants to achieve it. Next role is creative conceptualization. So as the ad agency will be comprising of different type of skilled people like the market researchers, then we have got a technological development team, we have also got a creative department wherein we'll be having copywriters, content writers, and social media advertisers also will be involved in such kind of agencies. So there will be a pool of creative conceptualization or strategy will be implemented so that they can attract the larger extent of the people. Next role is media planning. So they also plays an effective role in various media channels like we have got TV, radio, print, digital media, social media, outdoor media, etc. So as they are been involved in the same industry for a longer period of time, so they will be knowing which kind of TV or which kind of media will be more effective for which kind of campaigns. So a proper media planning can also be done by the ad agencies. Next is media buying. So they are having some favorable relations with the media people that are working in TVs or radios or outdoor medias. So they'll be having the kind of contacts, and so that your ad can be reached to the larger extent of the people. So next is importance of ad agencies. Under that, first is expertise and specialization. So as you know that ad agency will be consisting of the pool of people who are having the expertise, knowledge, skill and understandability of the data regarding the industry or regarding the market. So they'll provide you the expertise and the standard kind of professional services to the manufacturers or those who are in need of the marketing services. Next importance is efficiency and cost effectiveness. So this has been cost effectiveness mainly for the kind of startups or small businesses who cannot afford a in-house marketing team. So they can approach these kinds of agencies, and because of the people who have been having the expert knowledge in this industry, it is an efficient and a cost effective way for the manufacturers. Next importance is strategic guidance. So they provide you the businesses to help and to grow in a strategical way. So that is the reason why it is important to go in a contract with the ad agencies, because of the expertise and standardized knowledge and professionalism of the marketers, those who are working in the ad agencies or companies. So next is creative and innovation. So as the larger extent of people who are working in the market will be having the creative minds, so they can analyze the data, they can analyze this what the customers are being in actually need of, they can analyze the taste and preferences of the customers who are in need of the product or a service. So they can provide you the creative and innovative ways to approach the different type of the target audiences. Next is market insights and research. So the people, as I've told, the expertise people will be working in the ad agencies, will be having the expertise knowledge regarding the market, and data insights also will be there, and they'll be always involved in the analyzing the current trends of the market and analyzing the current trends of the consumers. So they'll be having the high insights of the market and research about the industry. So that is the reason why it is important to have a contract with the ad agency people. So these are the importance of the ad agencies and why it is important to go with the contract with the ad agencies. So in the next session, we are going to talk about factors influencing the selection of advertising agency, types of advertising agency, organization structure of advertising agency, client agency relationship, and what is the principles of effective client agency relationship. So these are also the important topics for your examination point of view. So I'll meet you in the next session. Thank you so much.